What's up, y'all? We are in the boudoir. This is episode number 1. Y'all, I love it. I love it. Who knew it would be just much fun sitting in your own little closet? Y'all, when I go out this weekend, because I got to work, but I'm going to go out. I wish I was near a Home Goods, but I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm just going to put me a little chair. Like right now, I got my one of my chairs from my table in my room. And I'm gonna just put me a nice. I'm trying to debate if I want to get a square or round table, just so I can just have it, so I can put my little stuff on there and come in here and watch. I can come in here and read make sure my address in it. Come in here and read my mail and stuff. Have my little I love it. And one of y'all had mentioned in the comment section about how you remember when you were little and you sat in the closet, and of course the closets, just depends on what kind of house you had. The closets were small. And like I said, it's just it is. I get it now. It's nice and cozy in here, and it's almost like you're hidden and tucked away, and you can say and do what you want to do. So yes, y'all, I am loving my boudoir. So when I finally get it like I want it, and like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of money because it's just about removing some more clothes out of here. And, I'm going to still look cute, but it's just going to be, I can do more with less. How about that? And like I said, I'm not going to do a whole lot in here. Just get rid of this old jewelry. And like I said, that's my plan for the weekend around working. And I'm going to just come in here when I can and do a little bit at a time and just enjoy it. So anyway, but yeah, I was looking at Belks. They got their holiday 2023 lookbook. So I'm going to look through that. But anyway, what I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about was, me and my mom, we had a great conversation. I just love Mama. Don't y'all just love Mama? Go check her out on Come On In. But anyway, y'all, we had an awesome conversation. Okay, let me see how I can put this here. You know how sometimes you think you're going to try to shame somebody so that they can do better. And when I say shame, you don't do it with the spirit of belittling them or putting them down. It's almost like you're not shaming them, but you're telling them about themselves, right? So that they can do better. And my mom just said it. She said, "You know what, Tanya, you'll learn." Whether you learn now or as you continue to live, she said, people who got no shame or people who have no shame, you can't shame them. And I was like, huh? Do you would? Do you would? And my mind is very analytical, so it took me a few minutes to make that click and make it make sense to me. I said, what you mean? She said, I'm just telling you. People who have no shame, you can't shame them. In other words, you can spend all your vernacular, you can spend all your little philosophy and education and your knowledge and your this and your that with certain people, and you think you're gonna say something so profound and prolific to those type of people, that you're not going to be able to shame them into doing right, or you're not going to be able to tell them about themselves. There's just going to be some people, and what it was, she was just trying to let me see, baby, don't be frustrated by them type of people. Don't even allow yourself to get frustrated. In other words, the word says about throwing your pearls to the swine. And when she said it in that manner, I said, got it. Because there are some people, honey, let me tell you something. they don't have any shame about what they do. Honey, they can tear up something. They can come to you and ask you for help, and you don't slip and slid and turned, stuck the finger down in the ground and turned everything around in your world to help them. And honey, they ain't got no shame in their game. They're not gonna look for any other way to do it better for themselves. They'll sit back and wait for you to constantly find ways to make things. So you can't shame them. Like, let's say a person is just nasty and they don't ever want to clean up. They don't ever want to fix anything. They don't ever want, you can, if you say something to them about it, they don't care. So for us who get frustrated and you just be almost about to foam at the mouth with those type people who have no shame, you really can't shame them. And when she said that, I was like, wow. And like I said, some people, you can pretend like you live in a perfect world all you want to, and some people might say, well, daggone, what type of people you hang around? Honey, it don't even matter. It could be a certain person in the grocery store, that cashier, or places that you have to go. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't about that you're associating yourself with any of those type of people on the daily. But we're not islands unto ourselves. We have to work with people. We have to communicate with people. We have to do perhaps a business with people. You got to go to your local bank to take care of business. You got to go to your insurance. Business, life. But you know what? You got people that even if you show them that if you do it this way, it'll make your whole life easier. And I am convinced there are just some people, because they're tied into doing things the way they want to do it, and that's fine because if that's how it works. But if it stems out, if those tentacles stem out and bother other folk, and it messes with them, and they're coming to you and telling you, well, look, baby, why don't you do it this way? Because guess what? Once you do it this way and fix it, see, you do a lot of Band-Aid stuff. A lot of people will do Band-Aid stuff. They don't want to do anything that completely fixes a situation. They don't mind returning to the vomit. They don't mind going back to the same. I'm a type of person, listen, I want to try to fix it the first time, do it right the first time, because I don't want to have to keep going back to this. Now, I know sometimes that might be easier said than done, but at the same time, I want to be able to say, you know what? Let me help somebody. Let me give somebody some information to say, you know what? Do it this way. Because you know what? You're going to frustrate you and everybody else around you if you do it that way. But I'm telling you, when she said that, I said, oh, got it. And you're going to find that whether in the workplace, whether in church, again, whether in the grocery store, there are going to be some people you cannot, honey, people who have no shame, you can't shame them. It's like I said, going back to, if they just don't want to clean up, they're not a clean person, they don't even care how they look. They really don't. And so no matter what you say to them to maybe make them feel like that they should do better, they don't care. They don't really care. They really don't. Oh, I got my tambourine here, y'all. I be in here doing my little tambourine thing. But seriously. So, I guess my message to you all is, for people who have no shame, you can't shame them. So that means don't frustrate your purpose. Now, it's okay if you have to say what you need to say so that they'll understand, okay, well, you know what, you go ahead on and do it the way you want to do it, but don't expect me to be involved in that. And see, that's how, and that's your get out. That's your way of escape. And guess what? Because they ain't got no shame, they'll say, oh, okay, and they'll go on to the next person and use them, abuse them, right in your face, even after you done told them, you ain't gonna do me like that no more, or go find somebody else. Guess what? They ain't got no shame about it. They'll just say, okay, well, I guess I done used her up. I'm going to go on to the next. They don't got no shame. They don't. And you are not going to be able to shame them. They're just going to move right on down the line. Engine number line going down Chicago line. If the train should jump the track, do you want your money back? Ooh, Lord Jesus. I think, yeah, I want some of my money back. No, just saying. But no, you know, when you don't help people and you threw your pearls to the swine, you be thinking, man, if I could get my money back on the jokers. But I digress. We did it out of our hearts, never to be seen again. But yeah, they'll just move right on down the line. Like I said, right in front of you. They'll say, oh, okay, you ain't gonna help me. Okay, they'll go right on down the line, right in front of you, and they ain't got no shame about it. and they don't care. And then, like I said, we be sitting back mad, blowing like a blowfish, steam coming out of our ear. I mean, it's really the truth. So I was telling my mom, I said, got it. Don't you love when people can give you wisdom about things? Because you sitting over here blowing off steam to them, and they'll free you up with a little statement. You know what? People who have no shame, you can't shame them. You can, and like I said, when you catch that thing and get it, you can be so at peace. Because it's like, ain't no need of me getting all twisted, turned to the left and turned to the back. Because they ain't. They're going to, guess what? You hate to even say it, a sucker is born every day. They'll get somebody else sucked in. But the thing of it is, you have to learn how to get off that merry-go-round. Ain't that the truth? Or come up with you a little song. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. Yeah. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. People who got no shame. People who got no shame. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. Hey, don't make me do it, y'all. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. Hey, people who got no shame. Ha ha! People who got no shame. Yeah, people who got no shame, you can't. Say it again, little sister in the back. You can't shame them. No, you can't. You can't shame them. Don't mess with me with my tambourine, baby. People who got no shame, you can't shame them. Isn't that the truth? Oh my God. So anyway, y'all, I just came in here to mess with y'all for a little bit. You know what? When y'all see this, it'll be Friday. Y'all, I've been busy. Do y'all hear me? Your girl has been a busy. Yes. But yeah, y'all, just know that. Don't frustrate your person with it. Look, the best thing for you to do, pray for them so they can go on down that engine number line. And whoever they suck in, just pray for that person that they get the picture, they get the message. Did they catch it in the spirit? Did they recognize, okay, I got to turn this one loose? You know, because and don't ever think that you can't help people that really do need your mentorship, that really do need, all joking aside, seriously though, y'all, don't ever allow people who have burned you so bad to never want to help. Because, you know, as a woman of God, you know, I kid around and stuff like that. But I want to be a place, a reservoir where people can come to and get sound godly counsel and advice. But baby, let me tell you something. When you had a whole string of pearls, when you started with that person, oh, come on here, somebody. Y'all better hear this today. When you started with a nice string of nice pearls to wear with your blouse or your sweater, your turtleneck, and by the time you finish with them, you look up, you only had one pearl left on the string, and you don't see no ways of getting it back, but other than to say to yourself, Now, you done shamed me. You done shamed yourself, but you ain't got no shame about yourself, so go on. Yeah, when you recognize that those pearls that were laid across your neck and you done threw them out to them swine, and that's all you did, and they still didn't get it, and they still is walking around here shaming themselves and don't realize it because they ain't got no shame, baby, just keep right on praying for them. Like mama said, pray without ceasing. Because, honey, otherwise you're going to be broke, busted, disgusted, mad. And they done went on to the next one. They don't even care. They done put you in a situation number 9. They don't care. They don't care that they done put you in a situation number 9. Because they just went on down engine number 9. They done went down the railroad track. And they'll look back and see you watching them do that foolishness. And they don't care. Because people who got no shame, you can't shame them. So anyway, thank you, Mom, for that lesson at now 53 years old. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And see, some of this stuff we know, but again, we get what? Caught up and don't realize that we need people like your mamas, your aunties, a co-worker, a mentor, whatever, your pastor, your prayer partner, your sister, or even your neighbor. You going to check your mail and you get in a conversation, just normal stuff with your neighbor about whatever, and they say something, and they don't have a clue about anything that's carrying on in your life or what you're dealing with. Or you might go to the grocery store and that cashier says something that make you go, ooh, I caught that nugget. So yes, when my mom said that, people who have no shame, you can't shame them. Oh, I caught it. And see, now I'm freed up. So guess what? I'm providing a way of escape for myself so I ain't frustrated. Because I'm going to tell y'all, as I get older and as I'm focused on my health and getting to my healthy place, let me tell you one thing. Even my odd daughter was telling me, Miss Howell, you know, as your eyes continue to heal, and I tell the Lord, thank you. It's healing, y'all. I can see out of it. It's clearing up day by day. Hallelujah. But let me tell you something. I can't afford to have unnecessary stress in my life. Now, like I said, I know I ain't going to get up and everything be perfect every day. But anything that I can try to eliminate that don't need to be there, because I know God supplies all my needs. So any of that other needy stuff that don't need to be there, I'm gonna let it go on right down engine number 9. Oh yes. Oh yes. And like I said, from my eye doctor from my family doctor, from my cardiologist, create a life, continue to live your life where you can remove as much stress out of it. Because see, a lot of times too, I know some stresses will come upon us, but then stress also can be one of those things that we got to know how to deal with it. It's about how we respond to things. Because baby, let me tell you something. We know none of us is exempt from foolishness. Fool-la-la. It's also how we respond to it. And baby, people can get upset and get mad if they want to because you decide to unsubscribe or you're not going to participate. No, I'm not going to take that train ride today, girl. You go ahead on, girl. Girl, go ahead on. Sir, man, go ahead on, man, and handle your bit. Go ahead on, do what you do. Do what you do. But I ain't going to get on that train today. I just kind of don't feel like it. Because guess what? People who have no shame, you can't shame them. I'm telling you, get your tambourine. Honey, I know I can't play this tambourine, but I'm rocking my own beat. I'm doing my own thing to my own beat of my tambourine. I love it. Anyway, y'all, let me go. I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. I do, like I said, I do have to work. I'm gonna be in here too, doing my things here and there, getting this jury together. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I tell you I love my salvation. I love my life. Like I said, everything ain't perfect, but I'm living my life according to my terms. And the only thing I can just say to you all, think about some things that you need to remove, that you need to unsubscribe to, but not this channel. Always be subscribed to this channel. Haha. But y'all understand, there's some things in life that you just gonna have to disconnect from because it's bringing strife or stress into your life, and people just gonna have to understand. There are many stops on that railroad track, honey, or that merry-go-round, and you have to choose which where you gonna get off at. So anyway, y'all, let me go. Your girl's hungry. It's around lunchtime. Well, it is lunchtime. So I'm going to get me something to eat. And that's it and that's all. Like I said, I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. When I go out and about, of course I'll take y'all with because I want to, again, I'm looking for the perfect chair, perfect little table, and then we're going to do it moving. All right, y'all. Love you. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.